sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festa 67's Workshop. Welcome to issue number 25 of Legends of Ferrari F1, the die-cast 1/24th scale model collection from our good old friends at DeAgostini. Now, if you'd like to grab these Ferraris for yourselves, folks, follow the link to the DeAgostini website. There's a clickable version below in the description, and you too can be the proud owner of these iconic Ferraris. This week we're doing the Ferrari F2007, driven by King Kimi Räikkönen himself, folks. The man who every interviewer hated to interview, but an absolute star of F1, and they broke the mould when they made this guy, folks. So let's have a quick scope through the magazine. This is all about the technical innovations of this particular car. Kimi in action there, back in the day of the groove tyres, folks, in Formula One. Who remembers them? Yes, I am old enough. Thousandths of a second separated these cars back then. There's Kimi himself there with Felipe Massa and a very young Fernando Alonso back in his McLaren days. But look at the cars themselves of this era. They were quite sexy, weren't they? Let's be honest. And they sounded rather beautiful as well. It was that era of cars where, yeah, the sound I remember echoing round Silverstone. There's the facts and figures and briefing section there, all about the car. Tells you all about it there. Absolutely stunning. Back in the days of the V8s. And this is Kimi himself, looking rather pensive there. I can imagine the interviewers walking up to him with a microphone thinking, oh no, my producers told me to go and interview him. What do I do? But yeah, there he is himself. Beautiful, beautiful. Happy days. And this is Nicolas Tombe. Going back to his Ferrari days, I've got Jean Top there, Kimi Räikkönen and Felipe Massa. Looking rather splendid, ain't they there? Very, very, what's the word? Successful period of Ferrari back in them days. And I think it will return, I really do. Right, so let's shove the magazine to one side. We'll bring in the model. That's how they arrive, folks, in a nice plastic packaging. They have a cardboard sleeve underneath as well, but I've trimmed that off ready. So we'll get this out of the box, we'll bring it in, and we'll have a little looky-loo at it. Right, folks, look at this. I'm going to have to be really, really careful here, because look at all the bits and pieces hanging off of this bad boy. But look at the down shot of that, the pure elegance of the underlying old flower vase shape that they had. And then look at all the different weather vanes and projections coming off with all the different boards and winglets and everything. This was really at the extreme stage before they banned all of this clutter on the side of the cars. But it literally took it to a whole new level, didn't it? I mean, look, all the little aerofoils. They really opened the genie's bottle with these cars, and anything that had a wing on it got bolted to the car. And in the end, they had to clamp down on it because it was getting to the point the drivers struggling to get in and out the cars. But look at the wing at the front there where it dipped right down, and then you got an over wing like an arch at the top there. And then all the different little winglets going up and through the suspension. But even the wishbones themselves were shaped with aerofoil surfaces on them, and it really does open up that possibility of directing airflow no matter where you want it to go. Even right down here with tinsy-wincy little sub-winglets just to scoot the air down and through. It's just unbelievable. Got a bit of the old shark's tooth effect there going on with the bib. We haven't turned the car upside down yet. I can imagine there's more there. But you've got the old double McDonald's M there back in the day, going up and over, exposing all of that. You then got additional wings here that are joined to these surfaces of the body. It is absolutely phenomenal. And then obviously if we just turn the car upside down, you get a feel for the different edges and surfaces that were on these cars. Just unbelievable. And again, it's as you watch the sport over the years, you begin to forget some of the extreme aerodynamic things that cars had on them. And collecting these models has taken me back to car designs that I had forgotten about, and times and periods of F1 where this sort of car was prevalent. Just lets you see how different they were. But again, look at the steering wheel. This is the full-age PlayStation style steering wheel gone in with the LCD screens and buttons on top of buttons. And how these drivers remember all these sequences, I don't know. You then got the exhausts coming out from each cylinder bank, poking out the sides there of the car. Just absolutely beautiful. And again, looking at it on that view there, imagine being in the driver, seeing all these aircraft-style winglets firing along. Must have been exhilarating to drive. Absolutely beautiful. And there is talk of bringing back V10 engines running on biofuels. And as a purist, I still remember the sound of them engines. And I think we've gone through the turbo hybrid era and I've gone as far as we can go. You've got Formula E now, so you've got the electric side there. I think F1, yeah, explore it. See if you can run an internal combustion on sustainable fuel. Go for it. Why not? It's just another facet of F1 development. But I'm looking under here as well, right up, just under there, little weather vane winglets poking down, sending air through around that suspension and out through the diffusers there. Look, you've got double diffuser by the look of that going on up under there. Absolutely stunning. And again, I'd forgotten about how intricate these cars of this era were, and it's quite stunning, isn't it, folks? I mean, beautiful, beautiful machine. And I can imagine Kimi had many an exhilarating day driving that. So there you go, folks. That is Kimi Räikkönen's F2007 Ferrari. Beautiful, beautiful machine. It really is. Stunning. So remember, folks, if you'd like to grab these for yourself, head over to the DeAgostini website. There's a clickable link in the description below. Bop. And you too can have these on your bench and be cooing like I am. Also, if you could do me a favour, just click little festa there and subscribe to the channel. Helps me grow the channel, keeps the content alive and the channel alive. Whilst you're there, ring the bell, select all. You'll get notified of upcoming content. In the meantime, thank you so much for coming in and keeping me company. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.